Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create this amazing GSAP image review effect on Elementor without the use of any additional plugin, just some few lines of code, and we are able to achieve this wonderful effect. Now, there are two effects that I'm going to show you. The first one is this. So now when you scroll on view, you're going to have this wonderful review animation. However, when you scroll back up, nothing happens. This effect only takes place when you refresh the page and you are on view. You have this wonderful effect like this. So now we'll refresh this page and then we scroll and we are on view. We have this wonderful effect. If we should scroll back up, nothing happens. Now the second effect is this. So now when you refresh this page and then you scroll down like so, you're gonna see the effect takes place, and then when you scroll back up, you see it fades away like that, and then when you scroll back up again, it's reveals itself. When you scroll down, you have this effect like that. So depending on which of the effect you want to make use of on your project, I'm going to show you and provide you the code for free to use. So without further delay, let's dive in and get started. Okay, so in our Elementor editing screen, as you can see, I've already taken the time out to create this particular simple and basic structure here to enable for scroll. So now what I'm going to do next, I'm just going to click on this plus icon here and then select the flexbox container and select this structure here. Then I'm going to come over here for the minimum height. I'm going to change the unit from pixel to VH and give it a value of 100 VH. Okay. Then I'm going to come over, justify content to the center and align item to the center. I'll click on this add element and then select the container widget here. For reference purposes, I'm going to call this container here our parent. Then for this container here, I'm just going to call it our inner. Now for the inner container, what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here, align item to the center. Okay. Then I'm going to click on the plus icon here and then I'm going to select the container widget here. For this container, I'm going to call it our card box container. And before we proceed, I'll go back to the parent container, go to the advanced settings and then give it a padding so we can see what we are working with here, as you can see. And then I'm just going to link this to the left, I'll set it to 20 pixel, to the right 20 pixel. And then for the top, I'm just going to set it to 0 pixel. Okay. So now I'll come back to this card box container. For the width, I'm going to change the unit from percentage to pixel and give it a value of 400 pixel. Then I'm going to come over here to add element and select the image widget. Now for the image resolution, I'm going to set it to full. I'll go to the style option. For the width, I'm going to set it to 100%. Maximum width, I'm going to set it to 100%. Height, I'm going to set it to 500 pixel. Object fit, I'm going to set it to cover. Okay. Now I'll click on this plus icon here, this card box container, and then click on this icon here to add element, and then I'll add a container widget. Now we can see we now have a container and an image under the card box container. So I'm just going to drag this container above the image. So we'll have it here. Okay. So now for the container, I'm going to rename it and call it review. You can name yours whatever you want, but it's just for reference purposes. Now for this review container, I'm going to set the item direction to row horizontal. Then I'm going to come down to the gaps and I'm going to set the gap to no gap. And then for the wrap, I'm going to set it to no wrap. So gap 00 pixel and then no wrap. Okay, great. Now I'm going to come back here to add element and add a container widget within it. Now for this container widget, I'm going to call it our slice. Now for the slice, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to come over here and then for the width of this particular slice, I'm going to give it a width of 3.333%. Then I'm going to come over here to the style option. For the background type, I'm going to set it to classic and give it the background color white. Okay. Then I'm going to go to the advanced settings, come down to where we have the size and then set it to custom and then give it a z-index value of 2. Okay. Now that I've done that, the next thing I'll do is I'll duplicate this and then I'll duplicate this again, duplicate the size. So for the third slice, what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come over to the review container, then go to the advanced settings and come down to you have the position and set the position to absolute. Okay. So we now have it placed at absolute and then what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come over to the last slice and then for the width, I'm going to set the width to 33.9. Okay, So now that we've done that, the next thing I'm going to do for the image here, I'm just going to come over to the content and select an image. Now I'll select this image here. Okay. So now finally I'll select the card box container. I'll just select this card box container, come over to our add element and select the heading widget. So we'll now have a heading here. Now for the heading text, I'm just going to call it butterfly. Okay, great. I'll go to the style option and tweak it a little bit. For the typography, I'm going to increase the font size to 35 pixel. Font weight, I set it to 600 semi-bold. Then I'm just going to come over here and then set the color to white. But if I do that, you're not going to see it. So I'm just going to leave it at black, then come over to the advanced settings. For the margin, I'll link this to the top. I'm going to give it the value of -88. And then to the right, 35 pixel. Then I'll come back here to this color and I set the color to white. So we can see it clearly. Okay, so we are done designing our card and I now know what it looks like. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add the various CSS classes to each of the containers and elements on this card here, so that when we apply our GSAP code, it's just going to take effect instantly. So to do so, I'm going to head over to my code editor, and these are the various classes we'll be using here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do for the first class, card box container, is where I'm going to put this class. So just come over to this card box container, go to the advanced settings, and then I add the CSS class there. The next one is review. Come over to the advanced settings. For the CSS class, I've set it to review. Then the next one is the slides. So for each of the slides, I'm going to give them a CSS class called slides. So I'm just going to copy this, come over to the next slides, and then add the CSS class slides. For the next one, do the same, add the CSS class slides. Okay, so now I'm going to come over to the image widget, come over to the advanced settings and give it a CSS class of my image. Now all the CSS classes here are already here. You can see them here. So the last class we're going to add is this animate card, and I'm going to copy it, and then we're going to add it is for the card box. So come over to the card box. Already we have a CSS class here. So in order to add a second CSS class, we're going to give a space and then add the second CSS class to it. So now we successfully added all our CSS classes to our container. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come over here, come down here, and then add the Flexbox container, and then add this, come over to Elementor and search for the HTML widget. Now with this HTML widget, you can see now that if you're using the Elementor free version, you can easily achieve this wonderful image review effect on whatever project you're working with. Okay, so you don't really need the Elementor Pro to achieve this. If you're using the Elementor Pro, fine and good, you can achieve this, as you can see. And so now what I'm going to do, I head over to my code editor. This is the code here. Now I have two versions of the code. Now there is a code that the effect takes place once and it takes place on view. That is, so now this is the first code here, which animates on view. So I'm just going to copy it. And then I'm going to come back here and paste the code here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do next, I'm going to click on the publish. And I'll click on preview. So now we'll come over here. So you can see nothing has happened, but when we come on view, we're going to see our effect take place. Okay. So now, however, when we scroll back and we'll come back, nothing happens again. But if we refresh this page, and then we scroll down on view, we're going to have this wonderful image review effect. Okay. So now for the second effect, all we just need to do is we're just going to come over here and then we're going to delete this. We're going to delete it. Before we add the second effect, let me unclude this, and then let's duplicate this and then have variety. Okay, so I'm just to duplicate it, I'm going to come over to the card box, and then I'm going to duplicate the card box, duplicate it again. Now we now have 3. So I'll come over to the inner container, come down to the layout, and then for the direction, I'm going to set it to row horizontal like this. And yep, I'm going to come over here and hit the publish. But before we do that, let's change the image. Let's come over here, and for the first one, we can leave it like that. The second one will come over here and change the image. Let's change the image from butterfly to something else. Let's select this bird here and then come over to the heading text and let's call it bird. Okay, then let's come over to the third card box, and then come over, change the image from butterfly to this image here, and then for the heading text, just change it from butterfly text to peacock. Okay, then I'm just going to click on publish so we can see it. Now we will scroll, we can see the effect, the reveal effect takes place. I'm just going to refresh this one more time. And then we scroll, we can see the effect takes place here. Okay, this is a wonderful effect. However, when you scroll back up, nothing happens. It only reveals that way when you refresh the page. And when you come on view, you can see the effect taking place. Okay, so now for the second code, which we made available, now I'm just going to come over here. Now I'm just going to delete this code here and then come back to my code editor. This is the second code. Now this one works on scroll. So I'm just going to copy it out. And then I'm just going to add it here. And then I'm going to click on publish. And then now when you come over here, you scroll down, you can see the effect coming. And then when you scroll back up, you see the effects fading away. And when you scroll back up again, it comes like that. Okay, when you scroll back, it fades away. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you've learned something new from this tutorial, remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to our channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. And feel free to drop a comment wherever you're confused, and I'll do it to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye bye.